Guys, I'm cooked. Some of you will know me, most of you will not. So let me reintroduce myself. I am Sapphixian. Now, let me be clear. Yes, I have indeed played Final Fantasy XIV. Quite extensively, actually. But with that being said, the story and side stories are quite new to me. So this will be my first time going through them. Now, there was also something really funky going on with my microphone in this stream, and to what I can guess, my streams after it. I've done the best I can to clean up the audio, but I hope I can figure out what's been going wrong with it. Now, this was all streamed live over on my Twitch, which you can find in the description below. So join me as we venture across Eorzea, help the city-states encroach on indigenous species territories, and kill their gods that they summon out of fear. Yeah, as far as I can tell, we aren't the good guys so far. Enjoy. Okay. What race do I want to go? Who am I kidding? Okay, Keepers of the Moon or Seekers of the Sun? Oh man, I ain't reading all that. Wait, hold on. Starting attributes. Wait. I thought this was removed in like 2.0. I did not know this was a thing. Okay, character creation. Do we want to go like min height or max height? Actually do this in decently lit area. Lenosha. Okay. I'll go min height, honestly. Yeah. Oh gosh. That's more like a lion tail. Is it not? Oh. Alright. This guy's just min everything. Phase 3 Miko. Can't get better than that. Mooncat. Make it Smurf. Perfect. I love my Smurf Mooncat. Oh, wait, hold on. Does Suncat, hold on. Suncat have the eyes? Do they have the eyes? They do have the eyes. Oh, I might go Suncat then. No. Screw Mooncat. Ugh, just stick with our guns, you know? She looks like Ari somehow. Like League of Legends, Ari. I can't wait for 8.0 in the color picker wheel. Do I just like go with like that maybe? We'll get a Fanta later in the game. We'll just if we don't like it, we can change it. Tail is similar, really. don't think I've seen Ari since I was like in high school. Because I remember in high school I literally had a class where we fucking went and played League. Yeah. 1 is the same as 9, right? I don't know. Oh god. Oh, I hate that. What the fuck? I think I might leave her hair this color that it is. But I need to find a hairstyle that makes it work. Sounds like detention. No, it was like an actual class. It was like an elective that we could have. It was so funny. God, that... Man, to think that I was lost in school 7 years ago is crazy. Alright, I think I'm happy with that hairstyle. Might be the jaw. I'm not sure. There's something off. There's something off and I don't know what it is. What kind of angular? Man, fucking character creation is hard. Okay, the lights on my computer just flickered. Uh-oh. don't like the looks of that. There you go, like, what is this glow down here? Are you seeing that on stream? You are. I mean, unless we go like... blue and green. Let's like just go straight blue. Man, I don't know. Character creation's hard, man. Fuck. So she's about to grab a rattlesnake by the neck and spew its venom into a tequila cup. I mean, based? Hell yeah. I don't know if I like the old eyes or not. It would be good if I could gradient like the bottom green and then going into blue. I mean, that's kind of cute, but I think the red lips is better. 30 minutes in, we're choosing eyes. Oh my god, it has been 30 minutes. Okay, I was gonna make this a short stream, but I think I might just go my usual time because if we're spending this long on just eyes. He looks kind of stupid. He looks kind of dumb. Nah, just the small eyes look bad, like just not right on the like big puffy cheeks. Oh, maybe purple. Oh, I think I like the purple. Oh, fuck, I can't decide. You know what? I'm gonna leave the ear clasp. Make it like a gold. I'm making a new character to go through the story and then go through Evercold in January. And essentially experience the story for the first time. Okay, I really don't know. Character creation's hard. If I'm gonna have the mole there, I don't think I want freckles, right? Let's try. Oh, that is really fucking cute though. But if I were to do that, I don't think I want that. Yeah. Maybe a little band-aid on that? That's cute. Oh, she's so baby. She's so fucking dumb. I love her. Honestly, yeah. Actually, I'm kind of loving this. All right, let's go back to eye color and decide. Maybe if we, because we've got something on there, so maybe we need to match it. That might make it look better. Maybe. Oh, unless I go for like an eyeshadow look. I think maybe the eyeshadow look is kind of nice. Let's go for like maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that a lot. It's very subtle, but it makes it look a lot better. I can spam yes with this. I can be annoying. I think this looks alright. Okay, let's just go with this. I don't want to spend any more time on this. If I don't like it, I can change it later. Go with Menfina. She's a moon cat, right? Oh god, no, not the starting class. What do I start as? Fuck. We'll do Arcanist because it can go into healer and DPS. Let's do Siren, yeah. Oh god, name. Can I just do a 4 name? Sapphixian? Am I good to go? Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Okay, an hour in and we finally made our character. What a fucking bomb-ass stretch, dude. Holy shit. Oh, I used like a massage thing on my like neck and shoulders earlier. Holy shit. I think that made that stretch amazing. Oh no. Her lips are so red.
Here.
They're so red. You didn't show that to me in the character creation, you fucking liar, Essie. Back on you gathering Magitech repair material. Hell yeah. That's how I make my girl. Dude, the lips are so red. It didn't show that in the fucking thing.
Feel
My dog is going boring. Also, welcome back to my banana. What the fuck is that on my head? I've never used the fucking Arcanist job gear before. That looks awful. Man, my fucking dog, bro. Oi, y'all right, lass? Okay, it's not as egregious here, but first moment I can, I'm going to Janaline and change and reducing the fucking lipstick. You're moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides rolling of the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness. Now that I look at you, it'll be the ether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others. See, and we ain't got too far from the Vilbrand now, which is chock full of etherites. No need to fret though, you'll soon get used to it. Wait. So, not all of Aetheris has ether? Around, like, is swimming in ether? Ugh, might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ship's leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Glimpse of the Laments is still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see. Alpha Node Alizé. Any road, Brennan's the name, and Penland's me trade. Wait. Okay, so the only opening I've ever read is the Gridanian opening. And I don't remember these two ever being there for that one. Though again, it's been like 4 years since I started. Oh my god, the camera angle given the fucking upskirt, Jesus Christ. Smell that salty sea breeze? Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you're one of the new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it, going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Just gonna ignore him. Quick check, the twins are in the Gridania opening. Really? Well, I mean, that just goes to show that I did not pay attention to any of the story. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might be as old Brennan's a chatterbox, but he sure as hell ain't no busybody. We all have a secret of 3, don't we? Me? Dozens. They're in all the openings? Huh. Okay, today I learned. And I'd rather they stayed secret too, which is why I don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Oh, the way my upper body just twisted did not look natural. Wow. Wait, why is Shrek in the game? Ships off the starboard bow. Pirate colors. Pirates, bloody elves. Have you no sense? Get below! I'm realizing how fucking short the
bicote skirt is. Just constant fucking... What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship, flying limits and colors. Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. Ye can rest easy, friends. We've made it out of cannon range. And no, buccaneers, Barkle, catch this. Dude, I'm having a stroke reading this. Slightly temptress once the wind's in our sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept our head on our shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? Oh, whoops. Certified shadows moment. By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa? Yes. We're gonna roleplay as a warrior of light. It is. Well then, let this journey itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Okay. I now understand Shay. Reading out loud is a lot harder than reading internally. I would have had no issue with itinerant. But reading it out loud, fucking tongue-tied, bro. It's forklift certified. No, that means you're a trans girl. Didn't you know being forklift certified? Limsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Heh. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy at us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard that Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks. In case you didn't know. Ah, at long last, land ho! Behold, Limsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty, and beloved of Limlayan, goddess of navigation. I'm kind of going for like the tanned, like...
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm.
This is new?
Amidst the roiling waves of the Rotano Sea lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa.
There never used to be, from what I remember, there never used to be voice-acted lines for...
this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer.
This is new, right?
Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlayan. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And this is the boat that stays open in Limsa Lominsa. We arrive on it. I see. Wait, no. Never mind. This is not the boat. And here's where we part ways, lass. Thank God. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, and it's onto the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this by the way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Alright, chat, I think I did got our playthrough here. Don't want him to brag about shit.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
What a fucking... That never used to be voice acted, right? I'm feeling so giddy. Lives to Laminsa without all the Mehotes. Yes, specifically Mehotes. They're a specific breed of Mehotes. Hey, you there. You there. I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up on it. Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Laminsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I haven't got all day. I think it's always been voice acted. I don't think so. Mouse keyboard. Oh god. I tried to go left and I started spinning on the spot. Okay, how do we look in game? Oh yeah. Okay, I think it's alright. Holy shit. Wait. Wait, guys. Guys. The butt has jiggle physics. Guys, the butt has jiggle physics. They're very slight. Very slight. No, I thought it had shadows. I thought it had. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city. Without a bit of local knowledge, you'll like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far, just head straight down to the street. Speak with the Greffar. Speak with Greffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Badarun. I've never known how to fucking pronounce his name. He's a proprietor of the Wind. She might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that good, now run along. May the navigator guide you on your journey. Ba-ba. You've begun a quest. Yes. Yes, I have. Oh. How smooth the game runs. This is exactly what I wanted, I think. Fuck yes. What? Oh. Wrong person. Hi, Griffar. Welcome to Limsa Winter. If you've in mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Also, I'll be reading all of the dialogues, even for side quests. Which means, chat, this will be the first time I will ever have read any side quest dialogue at all. Like, even blue quests, job quests. I will be reading them all. It will be a completely new experience for me. Keep tapping his book. That one right there. Greetings to ye, lass. What'll it be? Ah, but you ain't here for a drink, are ye? You've come with a work, with a mind to try your end at adventuring. Dude, I've always struggled at reading improper English. This is giving me a stroke. The name's Battern, and this most hospitable of hostelries is the Drowning Wench. 'Tis also the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we've got a desk especially for Andalin guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. There's an M dash. Guys, oh no, it's AI, guys, oh no. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see. Not that they need it in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Or, no one knows what they're planning, of course. But if they're planning on anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. This town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see a people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them after everything that's happened? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our arms weren't the only things that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice damned bastard of a dragon. Took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way that makes sense, an ounce of sense. Wait, really? None of the folks what saw it and lived till the tale seems to agree on how the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there's one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This god-stamped calamity spawned memory loss, robbed us of their names. They won't even let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. That's how every bugger describes it, by the way, give or take the odd gull. It's this what's got people calling these heroes the Warriors of Light. If Limsa's ever going to put its time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give to an adventurer is effort well spent. What say you, lass? You will lend us your strength? He kind of said a lot of nothing. He used a lot of words to just say, there was a calamity and we don't remember what happened. Me thanks to ye, and to the navigator and all, I knew she'd steer ye my way for a reason. Please, I'm having a stroke, please speak normally. But listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. What? 'Tis high time we get your mark in me book. Put your scroll right there. Sapphixian Sky, is it? And a fine name it is. Damn fucking right it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. You there, adventurer! You sailed in on the Lost Ferry, did you not? Oh, here comes trouble. The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friend signals, were you? Now hold on just a minute there, officer. You've got the wrong lass. Actually, this fine upstanding young lady is me dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. Thus wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Huh? Is that right? Ahem. You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings? Respectfully then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times, me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say ye to a taking of me finest ale before you return to your duties? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some the cheapest grog this side o' the Strait o' Marathon, but that don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. And look at, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so I can kick off the baby pizza. Bro, please. I'm sick of reading. Please. You'll have to excuse these eager, bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate or kidnapping sea, and they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons to anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Laminsons can be headstrong a bunch of bastards. 'Tis true, but given time will grow on you. Now, where was I? Oh, aye. Welcome to Limsa Laminsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patients after a few too many black belly whiskies. Now take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning the ways of the city. Holy mother of fucking intros, dude. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks. What'll help you get used to life here in Limsa? Firstly, if you head down floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetheryte, a device that can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an aetheryte where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons, armor, and all your venture and bits and pieces for the sale in the district what lies beyond the aetheryte. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quicker and you can say, "Why is me coin purse so light? Have a word with Swozblade instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him his old Octon, and you'll The lack of fucking consonants is making me cry. Give him this old Octon, and he'll treat you well. For the last of me helpful hints, I suggest you meet some fellow spell slingers in the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your term if you decide to join their crew. Muri at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lass? Seen to them 3 tasks'll take ye on a little jaunt round the city and help ye work out where everything is. Now I've best be getting on. Run along, eh? Bro, dude, stop fucking yapping. I need to piss so bad. Bugger it. There goes sending you off without telling you something crucial. That bloody calamity's made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Any road. While you're out, if ye happen to pass any poor souls what look like they might need your help, considering giving their tale over a listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interest on opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Ninia over yonder's been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear and see what she has to say, eh? You're like to find yourself running out on errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a woman folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the roads more generous. Bro, please, I need to piss. Please, I need to... Dude, I have to piss too bad. I need a beer bag. Sorry, I fucking... I really had to pee, bro. And this guy won't shut the fuck up. Fucking Baterin over here. If you've the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith here and the wench. The lads as bear that title, I have some fine advice for them. What do you just wait, starting out in the profession? And that, my girl, is how you go about becoming a legendary among venturers. My fucking backberry? What the hell? Oh, that was his final fucking line. Oh my god. Spin. Okay. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventure. Listen close, lass. I have some information that might just help put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have just been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Limsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board. If you know what I mean, how'd the plants end up in the mizzenmast? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. You speak to Skane Rail, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs, and take them out to Aldskjof at the Octant. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. Okay. Hello, Skane Rail. Bulwark Hall. Yes. Goldman. Chat window's tiny. Give me the herbs. I'm following the trail of herbs. Did two other people just start the game at the same time? See, this slight quick wind, I can't discount the fact that that might be you, Shadows, and you're here to stream snipe me. Cute. Yes, I am Aldskjof. You have some herbs you wish me to examine. Yes, take these herbs. Or, by the by, I reached the max level on Echo's Vinecrad demo. Hell yeah. Yes, as you suspected, these are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Currently gathering wind crystals. That's fair. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. These herbs are naught more than Althic lavender, a common enough export from Limsa. In fact, these are probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, Mez, but not to worry, you've learned a few things, and made a new acquaintance. Well met. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. What I am gonna do is attune to this. Yay, I've attuned to the Aetheryte. Ah, another novice adventurer. Aye, Baterin has sent more than a few of you kind this way of late. I am Sunhimmel, one of the Yellow Jackets, tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Return learned. Alright, now that we've done that, onto the MSQ. Oh, wait. What hair color is that? Oh. Wait, what hair color is that? That's the hair color I wanted. Huh? 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 Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I need to do MSQ. Wait. Oh, I've never seen this before. Oh my god, it's so cute! It's so fucking cute, what the fuck? Oh. Ah, Limsa. Never change. Just a naked cat girl running by, you know? Did you see that? He's so fucking cute. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love him. I Nakiri. Thank you so much. He's so fucking cute. I love him. Oh my god, look at the way he runs. Oh wait, oh my god, I was distracted by the little bear. My MSQ's over here. Oh. Oh my god, wait. There's so many good glams here, what the fuck? Skeleton tights, skeleton heels. Hannish wool autumn shirt. Oh, I love that actually. Next thing you know, you'll be getting DoorDash somewhere in Limsa. Fine day to you, madame. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo, but recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Beteron? Whatever could it be? Ah, my Octant. By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the winch, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. Ho ho ho. Ha ha ha. I imagine him laughing like that after he said that. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain. You see, needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? If it is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potion and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. Ah, but verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Why does it kind of look like the Hulk? I just realized. Green skin, the purple hair, it's like the Hulk colors. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Yay! Master Pasta. Some people are so creative with their glams. Where am I going? So I was too busy looking at the pretty cat girl. What are those pants? Alternative shirt. Near to the, yeah, okay. I need to buy the glams. They look so good. All right. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map and the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. Ah, but if I am not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school of Arcanima was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite, and soon secured positions in the realms of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Merlvib, counting several wielders of Arcanima among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanist Guild was established and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you would continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. I suppose I have to, right? Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild? Or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? What the fuck? Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guildmaster that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak with Mistress Thubergium. She has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. You will find her just over there, by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcoming. Hello, Thubergium. Yes, I'm Thubergium. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Muri has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins? Allow me, then, to expound upon its nature. Arcanima taps into the living energies of aether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by our ability to manifest the arcane entity carbuncle, and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary. Even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle, this principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An Arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyze a situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of Arcanima will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? Sure. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let us now see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Lenosha, you will find, among others, 3 species of pest: wharf rats, little ladybugs, and Aureliae. I ask that you employ your skill in Arcanima to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate, and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Jesus Christ! Why does everyone just yap so much? First, what I'm gonna do is Hawker's Alley. My fucking throat. It's getting so dry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go be a rogue once I can unlock it. More water? I already had more water, dumbass. It's from the constant yapping that these fucking NPCs do.
Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Up we go. Bitrate separatus. The starting of bitrate gear is kind of cute, actually. Okay, I need to go to upper limits, upper deck center. These idiots want me to use the fucking, cliff. I'm the idiot, I could have just gone from the Bitrate Plaza straight up to the Culinarians Guild. But you fucking say a word, Shadows. I know you're thinking it. Shut up. I am gonna go a little bit longer than the 2 hours, just because it took me an hour to make my fucking character. And because I started the stream on time today, I have a little bit of leeway. I think I honestly might get this character up a lot. Because I'm gonna be doing, all my MSQ on this character, right?
So I may as well turn in the MSQ quest here. Ah, there you are, Sapphixian. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa Laminsa, that won't be the last time you'll visit them 3 places, and now you've got some idea of what's where. You can start exploring the rest of the town. You've shown a good ear for listening, lass. Stick with old veteran and you'll go far. I would rather not. You just yap so much. Okay. I need to go do my... Yeah. I need to do Way of the Arcanist. That's all the Aetherites here. Good news, everyone. Yeah, okay. Do need to go this way. Yes, I know you're a delivery Moogle. Now, my earring. There we go. Add new gear set. Arcanist. Let's go. It's showing just now? Wait, what's showing? I can hear this fucking bear running behind me all the time. It's like right in my ear. Your autism. Shut the fuck up, bro. You're such a rat. This is you. This is... Wait, fuck. Wait, come out into the open. You fuck. Come here. Wait. You're one of these things. You're a fucking rat. One of these things. Fucking wharf rat. Garage, bro. Mods, kick him in the dick or something. Alright, Aurelie, I know you're down here somewhere. Aurelie, maybe it's called. Aurelia, that's it. No, he's taken my Aurelia. How could you? Pew! 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 You're sick. Ha, you're wrecked, idiot. That's my response. Physic, you can go here. No, because that's where you can go here. Not what you meant. Wait, I thought you were sick though. Didn't you say you were sick? Like yesterday? You were yesterday, you're better today? Hell yeah. I see the creatures beyond the city walls posed you little threat. It is with great pleasure, then, that I formally recognize your initiation into the guild. From this day forth, you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays into the wilderness, and keep the pages of your grimoire turning. There is no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. And to commemorate this occasion, I gift you this hunting log. The enemies marked within its pages have been specifically chosen to challenge your abilities in Arcanima. When you devise a new strategy or tactic, you now have a ready source of opponents on which to test it. And when you feel you can command Carbuncle as easily as you might move your own limbs, return to me for further instructions. I will be waiting. Alright. Time to go back to After Castle. Wait, I am curious. Is that the person that gave me the little bear? I think so. The Nana bear. You over your coat. Hi. That. No thank you. Shadows, did you fucking see that? Someone telling me saying hi. I look at their adventurer plate. Come closer, darling. No thank you. I am not here for ERP. No thank you. This is one of my favorite poses. I do like the get your fucking aura dick out of my way. I like this one, yeah. Alright. Still in Limsa, are you, Sapphixian? How do you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Staleburn, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that, and has been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. You mentioned needing another end or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. Alright. Here, Zephyr Gate. Oh, guys, my hunting log. Uno. Dos. Uno. tres. Alright. I'm beating the fuck out of some ladybugs. Stop making me join fates. Fuck off. Ugh, a puck hatchling. Where is it? Wait, okay. Are they pronounced pucks or pukes? That's the real question. Oh, look at my slide casting prowess. I'm so good. What did the ladybugs ever do to you? Be in my line of sight. I should also actually remove these off here because I don't actually have access to these on this character. Oh my god, look, I'm already level 5. I'm so cool. Oh. See, they've got the pants too, the critical hit B1. I really like them. They look really nice. Need to do PvP. Teleport to land. Alright, Staleburn. Ah, you must be the adventurer Battaran promised to send along. Sapphixian Sky, wasn't it? You honored his word, so that's a good start. I'm Staleburn, the old bastard, as Battaran likely described me, and this here is my humble orchard. He didn't. A good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas, and if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship like it did to so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merlvib's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working the fields seemed too fine and offered to refuse. Well, it turns out you can't take the pirate away from the sea. But you can't take the sea away from the pirate. You can take the pirate away from the sea. A lot of my blokes just never took to tending the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. I've in mind to set you to a task, Sky. But before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with I bit my tongue. With dandies, you understand. It might well be that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. Yeah, I know. I need eye level 5. I need a hat. Okay, Hawker's Alley. I am in need of a hat, good sir. Battlecraft supplier, surely, right? Of magic arms. Wait, that's weapons. I need a hat. I guess it's not here. I guess it's back. Oh. Oh, okay, I need to go to the delivery Moogle. Oh, it might be my bike, actually. Okay. Magic gear. 1 to 9. At level 5? Yes. Oh no, my raisins! My raisins! I need my raisins! Let's go to Aft Castle real quick. Sorry. That was just really pretty. Okay. Should I put in my... Should I put my Twitch in my adventure plate? A new letter! Yippee! Okay, now can I become... Can I become a rogue now? Let's go Fisher's Guild. Can I become cool yet? No. Okay, well, let's quickly pick up Arcanist Guild quest. I think either level 10 or 15 you can. Yeah, we shall see. What happened to my FPS? The fuck? 45 FPS. Ah, Sapphixian, isn't it? Are you eating well? An empty stomach distracts the mind and leads to hurried judgment. I must oft remind my arcanists to take meals. So, ensconced do they become in their studies. Speaking of such, have you been practicing your tactics? With Carbuncle. I believe it is time to assess the improvement of your skills. As with your previous trial, I would have you defeat foes in Lower Lenosha, 3 wild dodos and 3 tiny mandragoras to be precise. Watch carefully the behavior of your opponents, formulate an effective strategy, and utilize your arcane entity to its fullest potential. I expect you back in time for dinner. Yes, Mom! Okay, she wants me to go a different way, so I'm gonna go to Summerford Farms. I only have 204 gil and I'm spending 145, but shh, it's fine. It's fine. Let's have a look at you, shall we? Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ordinary lot. They rage in love for the sea, and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you'll have little trouble getting their attention. No, because this quest gives me a book. Ah, Sky, that aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since last we met. I literally just left. What the fuck? I hope I've read you all right. Alright. For I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? I mean, I guess, good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You will have heard rumors of the abductions. Aye, citizens have been... Can I move this upwards, please? Oh, fuck. I wish I could move this up. The reason I have my one normally in the middle of the screen is because looking down like that is really hard for me because I'm fucking tall. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure tattooed faces has been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on me something. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're kidnappers of rumor, come for their hides. Needless to say, they resign themselves with worry, and their work's suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. 'Tis a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse of a morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Good lass, the sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around the Seasong Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though. Sky, I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright? What if I said, fuck you? I might come back and do some side quests later on. But for the time being, I kind of just want to stick to MSQ. These are the guys I need for my Arcanist Guild quests. Wait, wasn't I level 8? Did I just misread the 6? I took my glasses off, so... Also, something that's really funny is if you ever need a pointer for something shadows. Oh, just to the raid mechanics. All right, so D4 goes there, whilst D2 goes over here. Carbuncle pointer, my beloved. The entrance is over this way, isn't it? Bogies! Hello, bogies. You're on my hunting log. Ooh, right. I have ether charge now. Okay, I need to kill 3 of them. Oh, I can use this now. Yeah. What the fuck? Why did he just run over to a random enemy instead of the one I was pointed at? Stupid fucking carbuncle. Dumbass. Alright. Yeah, he clearly wanted to be different. Instance battles, yes. I understand.
I am the waves that
Oh!
I am the winds that guide.
I don't think these were ever voice acted before, actually. Oh, Small Kiwi, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome in. It's like justice for Carbuncle. I will bully the Carbuncle if I want to bully the Carbuncle, especially when they don't listen to commands. Hi, welcome in. This is my first time doing the story of the game. I have played this game extensively on a different character, I just haven't experienced the story. So, that's what we're doing now.
I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die.
God.
Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone.
She's so pretty.
Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
I never knew that her actual eye color was green.
I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Or perhaps not.
It's the Goobier. Okay. Is it just me or Goobier's kind of cute?
The etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
So, has the starting quest always been voice acted? Don't think so, right? You know, one day you might get the God Party, the next it's 3 new... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Carbuncle, I choose you. Get he ass. Short-term and long-term memory loss. That's so real though. I guess I just killed the ads, right? Or at least some of the— yeah, but I remember this one. Cause the last time I actually did the start in any of them was way back at the beginning of Shadowbringers. So I think that it's new since then. Last time I actually paid attention to the story was, yeah, literally just what we're at right now at the beginning of Shadowbringers. And, I think just the most recent patch of Dawn Trail of Post DT 5.7, 7.5, I mean. It's a crystal! Guys, it's an ice crystal. And thus Sapphixian's gathering quest began. I love how just dumb she looks. Like, she looks like she's just like amazed by everything. It's so funny. Jolly Rancher candy. I've only ever Jolly Ranchers once in my life. Honestly, there are better candies.
Hear, feel, think.
It's not the worst. Don't get me wrong, but there are better candies. I know, might be heresy to some people. Pew 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 pew. There are definitely better candies. That's fair. That's fair. I don't remember what Jolly Ranchers look like. It's been that long. I've had it. Last time I had it when I was like 12 years old. It's like 10. Oh my god, that's like a decade and a bit ago. Holy shit. Wow, I feel old now.
I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered,
The Miko skirt is so short. It's just constant upskirts.
to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness, dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
I mean, yeah, Shadows, have you seen the Femme Bunny starter gear? Holy shit. That's true. Jolly Ranchers absolutely would be a choking hazard.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Wait, you didn't delete that character? I deleted Sakata. I'm zooming.
Now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Awake again, are we? Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back.
Oh. Oh, they do pronounce it Gubu. Ugh. Ew. 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 I don't like that. I've always pronounced it Gubu because that sounds so much better than Gubu. It just reminds me of people pronouncing emus like emu. Ew.
I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether?
No, I saw the Mother Crystal and she told me to save you all.
I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
This is true. She did tell me to hear, feel, and think. Alright. Time to turn in the quest. I think we'll go for maybe another 30 minutes. And then I will call it there. And then we'll do some more tomorrow. That's all you remembered from it? That's fair. I'm actually learning a lot about the story of this game already. Because I've been paying attention to it. Oh, wait. Look at this little little bear someone gave me. I was just running through Limsa Lominsa, then someone traded me this bear. He's so cute. 1:30 or 2:30 p.m.? Yeah, roughly about 2:30 at the moment. I've streamed for an extra hour than I intended to because I am streaming for an extra hour than I intended to because I spent an hour on character creation. Yeah, right glad am I to see you safely returned. My lads were all gabbing about here in what sounded like all 7 hells breaking loose near the grotto, and I feared I'd sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you'd risk your life for naught. Here, there's a sailor's knife. 13 hours ahead, that's fair. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm certain to think that these ruffians are pirates come to lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set a maddened gibbet on you. Aye, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption. Aha, Ishtola! She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the ether often bring her out to Summerford, and so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine, who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate past. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Sky. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, the farm would be in a far worse state than it is. Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? I'll bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. Sure, we'll get an ether. That's idols, what the heck? Alright, ether. Chuck there. Idol. Put it on that one. That's Ceaseless, Severin and his lot. Never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Staleworm would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. Okay. I guess they're over here? Yep. Boy, get back to work, you! Work? Huh. Can't work when my hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last gill you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Swill wine. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Stalwern's chores if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Get back to your work. Oh. Pretty Miko. Do I have access to that dance? What's the... Oh, no, I don't. Cries. Gah. Gah. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I had for breakfast. Breaded sticks. Whoa, gods, how'd you know? It's my breath, ain't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. I'd just as soon get some real food in me. But I ain't one to reject a summons from the captain. Captain. Huh. Hello, yeah. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? Skirmishing. You bet your bosom I did. Ew. Aye, those were the days. I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. The fuck does my chest have to do with this? What the fuck? So Stalwart sent you, and what do you reckon I say to that? Work is for the weak and witless. Damn right, I didn't get where I am by taking guff from any glorified gardeners. But I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. What? Dude, I think I just had a stroke. What the fuck did I say? It's too much reading. Ah. Aye, I'm Severin. You the old man's errand girl now? Tell my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. And just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. Joke's on you. I rode on a ship, so... there. I continue to impress, lass. All but Severin are accounted for. It's no fault of yours, he's grummed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some, like you, who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with the goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me, Sky. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Okay. When do I get to Lower Lenosha? Because I need to go there for my, job quest. Yeah, I know I can go there anytime I want, but I want to only go there with MSQ because I don't want to have to go out of my way to get there, you know? Alright, Severin, I'm gonna wag my finger at your face. What's this now? Stalwart sent you for the oranges? Huh, so the old bugger had known all this time. Oh, what does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue me mates from these double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Shh, fine, but first... I have hunting log. Meow meow. Oh, over this way. Okay. Hi Ninja Bear, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm good, I'm good. I hope you've been well. I'm officially back and streaming. I owe you one. Would have gotten away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. Sruzai Rarzai. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked to dodo. Henchman. I haven't heard that word's used since I was like child playing the Batman Lego games. Severin sent you. Huh, the way he flew out of here, I was sure he'd sold us down the river. Sipping mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I can clean up my own mess, but a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you this sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Ossian and send him my regards. What have we here? A delivery from Summerford Farms, and as scheduled? Huh, there's the first time for everything. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here's Dalerune's payment in full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. And now we run back. Back in one piece, that's a relief. How did you fare? Sack of Gil. Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. Though I'd be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top. But to sell us all short in favour of those god's-forsaken goblins? You'd do well to mind yourself around that 2 guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Why am I randomly talking to you? Blast, at this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam, just a bit could send our stalks soaring. I'll bet Rodrida knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Okay. I really want this dance that she's doing. When do I get to Lower Lonosha? Wait, am I? Yeah, I'm in middle. I wanna go. I don't wanna go there, like, off of story though. The Gurkhan's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cook pot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the orcs that dwell there. Once you've 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to what the fuck? Free while at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. Okay. It's over here. Oh shit. I've been drinking water, bitch. Shit doesn't help. Oh, I failed this line cast. Leave me alone! Fuck off! I need 3 pieces. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a bit of a variety. Each week they'll be set in the schedule that I post in the Discord. But at the moment, like this week we did Dead by Daylight yesterday, and then today Final Fantasy XIV, and then tomorrow we'll be continuing the story of Final Fantasy XIV. And then next week probably gonna do some more Final Fantasy XIV, maybe some Pragmata. Even the weeds wither and die in the desolate dirt. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? Hahaha. Oh, don't tell me Gurkhan and Rotwida neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Well, sure you figured it out on your own from the cloying stench. It comes from the Orc's lair, of all places. Yeah, I figured. Well, why dwell on who misled whom, but about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Whoa, crazy! They needed, oh fuck. They needed not mulch, fertilizer to fertilize the soil. Crazy. Confounded pirates. They know nothing of tilling, only killing, stealing, or shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them. The mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself if I hadn't sworn to Stalwyn that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. I actually re-downloaded Fortnite kind of recently. Okay. We'll put energy drain on here, maybe. Sleep, you're fucking off. Never use you. Huh. Okay. Oh, okay. My back of my throat is really killing me. I'll probably have to end stream somewhat soon. Yeah, I re-downloaded Fortnite like a month or so ago. I wonder what these sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Ah, good to see the tools back and in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say of Severin when we get our hands on him. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Spied him meeting the pirates in secret, I did. I couldn't care less if the wastrel won't work, but when he consorts with the cut purses that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Selrun ought to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? I'm fairly certain he already knows. Pirates making off with our tools. Farewell did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't get unpunished. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lass, and you've never once let me down. Yet what I'd ask you now goes beyond what I'd have asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheme in Scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off, with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning. But when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I try asking Grinvida at the Aetheryte. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Just run sprites with different variants. And they have different colors, which add an extra effect based on the color. Huh. Interesting. Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the Razzer and his rabble set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not too long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure and give them a cuff round the ear from me, will you? Hell yeah. Hello, Aylmer. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink, only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. It ain't got no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready, but the others weren't so lucky. You've got to help them. Over this way. Run, Forest, run. Aiding. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, or the sorry bastards in there are done for. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in that conniving bastard's debt. To arms. A true knave, you betray even yourself, Severin. Ugh. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the Serpent Reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it may be, we shall take it. Herm. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. A shadowy figure. How about the stone man? Pew pew. The Ruby Ruin does do like double the damage. That's cool. Also don't know if the game is too loud, is it? Impossible, never has the golem been so sorely tested. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. There she is. The snake slithered away. I am only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Look at that little smile, she's so cute. I love you, Stola. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Lominsan factions. Whom, then, do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagin and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone 2. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louisoix foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature immutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlene ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether. Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlene seem commonplace. Here, for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today, the Maelstrom officially makes that great hole in the sea its training ground. Join in the celebrations. Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow. But whence does it emanate? Seasong Grotto, perhaps? And that's when we met her. What have we here? Can you walk? 'Tis I. Regrettably, no, he eluded me. Understood. I will inform the Commodore. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has apprised me of all that transpired. His account shed some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first, I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Stalvin will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Istola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in the hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owed you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me. Mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshalled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. Okay. Lo, I knew you'd return. You stole and delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back too. The lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. A thrall to the Sahagin. 7 hells. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're naught but the fishback's flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, see? But the Reavers have never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Laminsons. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home, Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here, and word soon spread all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead, my freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking, too busy soiling myself. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed. I'm trying to read here, playing. However good can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that. I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt, Stalevern. Stalevern? I don't know. Oh my god, the quest isn't done yet? I hear you a debt too, Sapphixian. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farm. If I could ask one more favor of you, it'd be this. Tell Bateran what's happened from start to finish. I'm certain he'd put in a good word for Severin if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets will listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked all I possibly can of you. Safe travels, lass. Hello, Bateran. Bloody elves. Life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. Ah, but you needn't worry yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jacket as ends out the punishments is a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from hanging to keelhaul and kindly gent that he is. Dude, I hate the way this guy speaks. It's so hard to read. Also, keelhauling is worse than hanging. It's torture. And then death, instead of just choking. I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Now, it sounds to me like you've done everything old Stalevern asked ye, and more, justifying me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lass. As for a reward, well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How do you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with free room and board? Venturing's a trying business, after all. Them as don't rest their bones every now and again tend to end up with the broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be a free bed for ye, so make use of it. Not that you'll have much time for lying around, what with all the leaves you'll be doing. Or didn't I mention I'm putting your name down for leaves? Levies? Leaves? I don't know. Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk will pay to avoid doing an honest day's labor. Just give to Mockery a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gil. She'll always have some task or other for you to do. Holy shit, he talks? I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Please just talk normally. And it's all above board. In case you're wondering, we're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side in here. Unlike some pirates I could mention, I tell you, if it turns out they add aught to do with them kidnappings, there'll be 7 hells to pay, a proper bleeding reckoning. Mayhap that's what Limsa needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have Bro, I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm with this guy. Please, oh my god. But we'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. Dude, it's so hard to read. It's so hard to read. Holy shit. I don't want to ever talk to you ever again, dude. Oh my god. I don't want to fucking talk to this guy anymore. How do ye fare, Sapphixian? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I've an idea where ye might try Eden next. Have ye heard the... Dude, Have ye heard the skylift out of Middle Inertia? Dude, I'm gonna fucking... If you've ever visited Word Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo up the cliff face. Hard labor that. And I hear they could use an enterprising soul to pick up the odd jobs, what no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the Ed O the operation. Bloke by the name O. We're kid, and he'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two. Please, for the love of God, please, just say full words. You don't need to completely change. Just use full words, please. Just full words. One singular entire word. Oh my god. No, the sylphs are fine because they use full words. They use actual words. Instead of a, e, u, e. And that's his entire vocabulary. Have you heard of that? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. There's pirate speak, and then there's I can't fucking read this, man. Like, if someone's talking like that, it's fine. It's easy to understand, but having to fucking read it? Bro, I'm having a stroke. Battern sent you out here, did he? Then consider yourself welcome to the skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will ye? One blast of the fire hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through, though, so this mess of wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. Well, one of them, at least. If the gods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. Glad I am to see you again, lass. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity what sprang out from a million corn seedling in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side before turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to Leolf over at Swiftperch in western Lenosha. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant. You deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an aetheryte in Swiftperch, so the journey should be worth your while. Where am I? I'm going to western Lenosha! Really, man? Or even... Just want to go to Lower Lanusha. Maybe, okay, maybe at the next Aetheryte, I just quickly go do my job quest and then fuck off. No way you spawn in front of me. What awful luck to have him spawn in front of me like that. Oh my god, I actually need to heal myself. What awful timing. Fucking spawned right in front of me. Okay. We're gonna get this Aetheryte, talk to Lady, and then we're gonna just go do our job quests. And once I do my job quests, catch up on my job quests, then we'll end stream. Going for like double the length that I was expected to. Alright, we're gonna finish the quest, pick up a new one. Has Nemea herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understood there were risks in gambling my entire fortune on a crop of million corn, I at least expected the seedling to be delivered before disaster struck. Here you go. Is that my million cord seedling? Oh, joyous day. It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant, okay, is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, madam, seemed fit to birth with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this ailing settlement? Sure, but not right now. I'll grab the quest, but... You there, adventurer, cast your eyes towards the brewer's beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ship sailing in the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider a favor if you could make a visit to the brewer's beacon and see if aught has befallen Kansvis, the lighthouse keeper. Yeah, not yet. I'm gonna return. It's already in 2 minutes. Fuck you. Fuck you. Alright, I guess we're doing more of this quest whilst we wait. Oh no. I feel death. Yeah, I feel imminent death coming. Hold on, just honk shoe for me. Okay, thanks. Hello. You say a yellow jacket sent you here, eh? Me light's grown dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb what fuels me furnace has up and buggered off, you see. If I don't get that beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble in the water. I know you're just the messenger, lass, but I can tell a venturer when I see one. I'm going to need you to chase down that bomb and bring it back a claw, what you ripped off from its smoldering corpse. Take this here, iron brazier, and set her down in the middle of the flock, somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. You get a nice fire going, and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't cinch your eyebrows less. There is currently a fate directly on the thing I need. Okay, it's only up for another 38 seconds. That's fine then. I wonder if they're waiting for the exact same thing. Wait. Oh, I need to kill wild dodos. Oh. It's only got a few seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck off, dude. Yay! I can do my quest now. And then... okay, now I need to give you the thing. Yeah, she's doing the same quest too. She was just sitting there waiting as well. That's really funny. All you need to do is take down that runaway bomb and bring me... Yeah, I did, bitch. It's right here. Aye, you got the ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a look while you was gone, and Limley and cursed me if the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up as best as I could, but I ain't no smithy. Smitty? You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours in Swiftpurge, and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. Alright. I need to go back there, so now surely I can use return and do my job quest. Kind of annoying that there's no aetheryte up here. That the only aetheryte is down there at Morobe Dry Docks. Wait, I can register Limsa Lominsa as my free teleport. Why haven't I done that yet? I need one more. Also, Wind Sprite is on my thing. One. 2, and then the third's over here. Alright, then I'm gonna sprint back to Limsa Lominsa. Register it, actually register it as my free teleport. Go to the Arcanist Guild and finish up my job quests. Alright. Time for the Yap Fest! Welcome back, Sapphixian. It appears your coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. Shall we test your growing acumen with a more practical examination? Our work at Milvan's Gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I have had several crates transported to the cliff south of the Zephyr Gate. I want you to examine those crates, then return the inspected cargo here to me. You would be surprised at the depths to which some merchants will sink to deter our customs agents from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuffs, flesh-eating vilekin. I suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. I thought it was done! Good news is these guys should be a fair sight weaker than the things I have been fighting. Man, fucking... I hate tab targeting. I hate how it just doesn't work half the time. Hello. What is she doing? I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to cogitate. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters. But I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemy set against you. Yet, effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched your battle, the wheels of my mind whirled into motion, as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. Let's see, taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the etheric constant, multiplying by the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear, my calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9785. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. She's so cute. Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Kilhia, a Mielvan's Gate Assessor. Acting Guildmaster Thurbayim elected me to oversee your training, and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanima. From what I have observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during battle? I simply do what feels right. Aha! Just as I predicted. And now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an Arcanist of note is 90%, give or take a 0.5%. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the Guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mystery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanima. My throat! Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress Thurbayim is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. My poor fucking throat. Please, stop. Stop yapping so much. Ah, Sapphixian, have you returned with the cargo? Yes, everything seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession, you understand. I also had word from Kilhia in regards to your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'll admit, but the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You would do well to heed the instructions she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach to our art. Did you perhaps notice the battered tome Kilhia carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but it's admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as Foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanima has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You have done well this day, Sapphixian. Continue your practice with Carbuncle, as Kilhia has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. Okay. Ugh. Finally, a better weapon. Can I... Yes, Sapphixian, the time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well, I trust. Taking the occasional brisk walk? One cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you have been following Kilhia's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in western Lenotia. I speak of roselings and wild jackals. And yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis the perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case, the second to test your hypotheses, the third to perfect the tactics you've devised. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect that. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider an assault with ruin in tandem with attacks from your carbuncle. When timed appropriately, you can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. I've already changed from spamming thingy. Well, my job quest is here now too. I should have just gone. Man. I also should upgrade my gear. That's 2. Because I'm still got the striding gear under my hat. But I don't want to look ugly. I don't want to look ugly. And if I buy the vanilla gear, I'm gonna look ugly. Because the vanilla gear is ugly. Alright. I'm not going to worry about MSQ right now. I'm just doing the Arcanist quests. There you are. Welcome back, Sapphixian. How did it feel to conquer such ferocious foes? Let us ride that wave of triumph onto an even more demanding and dangerous challenge. Your next training exercise will have you accompanying Foreseer Kilhia on one of her inspections. This experience will afford you the opportunity to witness firsthand the practical application of Arcanima. Pray do not tarry, Sapphixian. Kilhia awaits you on the floor below with further details. Oh, right, the fucking spiral-ass staircase. Ugh. Where is she? There she is. A timely appearance, as I expected. Shall we proceed directly to the job at hand? I have been tasked with examining the wares of a goblin peddler caravan, run by the Boylestocks family. Our agents suspect these beastmen merchants of dealing in forbidden goods. As such, I have calculated that announcing an inspection has a 60% chance of inviting physical violence. I have prepared a strategy to respond to this possible shift into hostilities, but there is an important precondition you should be made aware of before we discuss the finer points of my plan. Though I am considered gifted in the formation of tactics, I lack the reflexes and coordination necessary to employ many of those self-same strategies on the field of battle. Pray keep this factor in mind and adjust your perceptions accordingly. Now, should the goblins offer a battle, you are to execute combat pattern 1345, otherwise known as stratagem focus fire. You and your carbuncle will concentrate your attacks on a single foe, and one by one the enemy will wither under the combined onslaught. Probability of victory 95%. Reports place the peddlers in the vicinity of the cookpot, in Middle Lenosha. I will depart immediately to assess the situation. Seek me out once you arrive. This whole time I've just wanted to do rogue as well, by the way. But I still have yet to fucking unlock it. I am Foreseer Kilhia of Mielvan's Gate. You are to cease all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection. Nasty sneaky peekers. Gubbies spit uplander nosy eyes on stabby iron. A predictably aggressive response. Very well, Sapphixian. Remember what we discussed. Do not forget the precondition. Adjust your tactics accordingly. Rah, rah. Now, are we killing these guys? Because I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the Warrior of Light doesn't actually, like, kill, they just knock out, right? I mean, unless they absolutely have to. Her combat style gives me an idea. Nicely done. Adaptation improvisation. I might have been observing our beloved guildmaster himself in action. That was the perfect example of how the strategy for a given task should be tailored to the abilities of the assessor. In other words, before you begin formulating your tactics, it is necessary to fully understand your own strengths and weaknesses. On that note, there is another question I would ask you. When it comes to improving the probable success of a strategy, do you consider it more effective to concentrate on playing your strengths or shoring up your weaknesses? Covering my weaknesses. Again you respond as the guildmaster once did. I must revise the probability of your potential to attain greatness to 97%. You're one to keep an eye on, that much is certain. But to return to the subject of battle plans, your calculations must include an accurate assessment of your available techniques and their relative effectiveness. This requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limits of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemies. I believe that covers everything for today. Please return to the guild and make your report to Mr. Thorbagian until next we meet. I shall abide here until the Yellow Jackets arrive to take the peddlers into custody. My strategies will keep me company. Dude, Why do all the NPCs do that? They're like, alright, goodbye. And then they just keep speaking. They're like, alright, until we meet again. And then continues on going, by the way, my strategy... What the fuck? If you're done speaking, shut the fuck up. Back from the field, Sapphixian. Kilhir contacted me with a summary of events. It seems you were treated to a lecture on knowing thyself. That particular lesson is ordinarily taught only to intermediate practitioners. Without a sufficient store of combat experience from which to draw, it is difficult to fully appreciate the profundity of such a seemingly simple truth. Nevertheless, I feel confident that you will soon be ready for a more ambitious assignment. Keep to your studies and maintain the razor edge of your mind. One last thing, Sapphixian. Considering the dedication you have shown towards our discipline, I have decided to permit you leave to explore the teachings offered by other guilds. I would suggest, however, that you first master the science of Arcanima. The strategic training you receive here will serve you well no matter the path you eventually choose to walk. Return to me when your reason tells you the time is right. Wait, is it finally time? Chad, is it finally time to become a rogue? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's finally time to become a rogue. Guys, chat, it's finally time. Alright. Time to constantly be plagued by the fucking pirate speak or whatever. Huh. Alright, we're gonna pick up the rogue quest first. Or do it. There's naught behind these convent doors for a worldly type like you, missus. We're the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss, all pure and saintly like. Now bugger off. Hang about, ain't you that lass that goes by the name of Sapphixian? Heh, I knew it. We like to snatch all the rising talent, and from what I hear, you're head and shoulders above the rest. If you can handle yourself as well as they say, you might as well be of use to us. Forget all that sister the Edelweiss bollocks. That's just a bit of fun to fob off the curious culls. We're a guild of rogues, lass, and it's mainly our marks as does the pain. Me and mine work in the shadows of Limsa, taking a keen edge to the rooks and cacklers would have earned themselves a million. We don't tout for members, but every now and again we might offer a promising young cove a place in the ranks. If you've an interest in joining us, tip us your daddles and... what the fuck? We'll put a hilt in each one, just like the gods intended. So what do you say? Fancy learning a new trade? Sure. Good to see you're keen, but I should probably warn you on a few points before you dive in. Where most guilds take pride in turning their members into the best bloody candlestick makers they can be, we only take care about getting the job done. And the job ain't pretty. You become one of us and you'll soon be neck deep in scum and knife fights. So if you're looking to scamper across rooftops and bilk dandies or they're blunt, you'd best take up with a different crew. Think on that and come back if you're still keen. Jesus Christ, how many times do I have to... I didn't scare you off then, Benny. Then they told me you was a meddlesome lass, and it's proved. You'll need every ounce of that metal soon enough. Now step inside and have a prattle with Jack. He's our upright man, the master of the guild. Yeah. Huh. Just floating for a bit there. Hello. I'm the one they call Jacques, though I'm surprised you've heard of me. Perhaps you'd be good enough to tell me your name, along with that of the kindly cove as told you mine. Ah, the famous Sapphixian. Oh, Lonnie's left patch let you in, did he? You can't throw a blade for shite, but that one I don't miss naught when it comes to sizing up a dimmer mort for the stallion. What the fuck? Just one thing, you ain't a pirate, are you? Nope. Well then, it's time you was stole to the rogue. Pull in your best beater cases, and I'll swear ye and myself when you're ready. I hate this talk. Oh my god, it's so hard to read. Now, I could fill your waddles with the storied history of our guild, but that's just wits and wind. The most important thing, the only thing we care about is getting the job done. Now, most folk and I'm assuming you're among them, know that not long after Limbs was founded, the city was overrun by a motley collection of pirates and thieves. But as wild as that lot were, it soon became clear that they'd all end up killing each other if they didn't lay down a few rules. An unspoken code of conduct, as it were. 1. You don't bite the purses or your fellow Laminsons. 2. You don't rook a crew out of their spoils. And 3. You don't trade culls like they was chattel. I'll admit the finer points of the code are a mite murky, but most agree on those 3 at least. Now, you might be thinking none of that amounts to a sack of dillberries now, the Admiral's outlawed piracy. But in the back alleys and black markets, where Merlin's grip ain't so tight, the code's still alive and well. And just as the law is enforced by the Yellow Jackets, the code is regulated by us rogues. We go where the shadows are darkest, and hand out justice to them as break the code. Some rum-soaked cove steals goods from their wrong cull, and we steal them back. That's the job, my natty lass. Dude, it's so hard to read. Of course, we don't hop the twig when blade work's called for, neither. You see, there's more to our dagger play than just sticking culls with the pointy end. We'll weaken a mark with poison, fade away and strike in the dark mins, whatever it takes to get the work done. Dark mins? Huh? Well, Sapphixian, what do you say to that? Got us to do a rogue's job? Sure. Alright then, first off, we'll have to get your kit sorted out. I am here. A rogue needs to be light on her dew beaters to stay out on Mark's trail. The job might have you fighting across a deck or weaving through a mob, and the last thing you want is bleeding great buttocks, what hooks itself on every rope and post. That's why we stick to daggers. They let you slip through the streets just as easily as they slip through a rook's ribs. Here, take these stabbers and let's see how they look on you. Just don't get so excited with your new toys that you forget to dress for the role. I hate the fucking pirate speak, whatever. It's so hard to read. You'd be surprised at how many cults come back to me in their bloody small clothes. Okay, finally. What level does Rogue start as? Ah, level 1. Fuck. Shit. I don't want to spend the time leveling back up again. Managed to trap those daggers on without cutting yourself. Well, we're off to a good start, I'd say. Next, you want to get a feel for the weight and speed of your new weapons. I reckon those bleating cheats in the fields outside Limsa should serve for your first lesson. Aye, test your blades and a few of them lambs, and slice up some rats and pugils for good measure. Mind that you mill them beasties one at a time, though, lass. I know you've served far worse in the past, but you're no dimmer damper. With what the fuck? But you're no dimmer dammer with them stabbers just yet. What in the fucking hither thither bullshit is that? Okay. Middle inertia. Do I have a hunting log for a rogue? I do. Yippee! Certified yippee moment. I have to sort out my hotbar. Oh god. Middle inertia. Dude, I'm gonna be so for real right now. I don't have any of these yet, so I'm just gonna... Yep. Wharf rat. Oh. I just got shade shift. That's technically part of my... wait, no, shade shift. It's not shade shift, that is, actually. Oh, wait. Ninja and Rogue have different animations. That's cool. What? Alright, then Pugils should be up this way. Maybe I do a quote-unquote a little bit of offline mining and level up my rogue to level 12 or whatever my Arcanist was. Hell yeah. I've got slash now. Alright. Alright. Done with your milling, are you? You can never have enough blade practice, lass. In fact, I'll even add a list of marks to your hunting log. Pit yourself against the lot, and you'll soon learn some new steps for your dance with the daggers. Aye, you must think of yourself as a dancer and not a bleeding butcher. You only need so much force to ram a short blade into the hilt. Precision and speed, that's how you get the most out of your stabbers. Bulky dude, what the fuck? Bulky armor will only have you plodding about like an ungainly auroch. So make sure you're wearing gear what'll let you move freely as well. Alright, get your blade work up to scratch, Sapphixian, and I might just have a job for you. Okay. Let's go get some gear, and then I will unstream. About, like, an hour and a half after I said I would unstream. War. 1 to 9. Me hat. Oh. That's fine. Yep. Alright. I'm gonna end stream here. I'm just gonna probably spend some time doing the hunting log to get my rogue up to level 10 or 11. Wait, once. Yeah, 13. I'm gonna spend some time getting my rogue up to level 13 with just the hunting log. And then I'll do the job quest next stream, so tomorrow.